Good morning students, and welcome to the second video of chapter number 10. That is the video from the chapter number 10, employment and unemployment. In the previous video, what we have studied? We have studied that what is the percentage of the people living into the rural areas and the people those who are living into the urban areas in the terms of works. How many percentages of hired workers and what is the percentage of the casual workers. Now we are going to start up with a new heading, that is we will be discussing about the self-employed and the hired workers here in India. What is the percentage of self-employed as well as the hired percentage in India? See, it is in the urban areas. We have already talked that in the urban areas 61.7% of the workers are hired in the urban areas. Less number of workers are having their own work to do, that is 38.3%. Then when we are coming to the rural areas, in the rural areas the workers, those who are self-employed, so those number is 57.8%, and the hired workers into the rural areas is 42.8%. Okay, now we are going to talk about the urban areas. See, urban areas, people look for skilled job in offices. In offices, what they are doing? They are looking for the skilled jobs. And in the factories, while in the rural areas, the farms are more means of employment. They are attracted towards the farm activities. They are mainly doing the farm or the daily types of activities into the rural areas as compared to the urban areas. Into the urban areas, where they are going into the factories for the skilled job. So these are the two basic difference between the urban areas and the rural areas. Now in the rural areas, non-farm job opportunities are very limited because there is an absence of factories. There is an absence of the institutional source where they can generate a good employment or generate their income over there. Okay, accordingly, the people generally do not allow the preference to acquire skill and training from the non-farm activity. And the thing is that when these workers are doing the activities on the farm, they don't require any special skill or skill to do some work. Everybody can do the work into the farms without having the extra knowledge. So now when we have talked about this, that how many people are hired, how many people are having the self-employment, we will be talking about the difference between male and female ratio. So it is also very important to know that how many males are into the hired job and how many females are into the hired job. After that we will be talking about the males and females both percentages. See, when we are coming to the males in India, most of the males in India are in the urban areas. We are talking about the urban areas. In the urban areas, 47.7% are the hired males. Males, those who are hired into the urban areas. And 52.3, they are the self-employed males in India. They are having the jobs of their self-employment. Next, when we are coming to the females here, so females in India are hired, that is the percentage of female which is hired is 48.1%, and the percentage of the women, those who are having the self-employment is 51.9%. So these are the ratio between the Indian males and females, those who are hired as well as self-employed. Now the occupational structure. Now it is very important to understand the occupational structure or the distribution of workforce. Whatever workforce we are having, the working population, the population, those who are working into the country, to that workforce, how this workforce is being distributed, how the work among these workforce is being distributed. Now we are going to talk about that. See, when we are dividing the workforce, we will be dividing this workforce into the sectors. Sectoral distribution will be there. 3 sectors are there into the economy. We have already studied this. That is the primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. So, how many people, the primary sectors are the activities which include forestry, animal husbandry, agricultural, mining and all those activities, those who are related directly to the mother earth. So those are the primary sector industries. Secondary sector industries are those industries, those who are engaged into the production work, processing work. Okay, we can also call it as an industrial sector. After that, we will be going with the tertiary sector. Tertiary sector here means the service sector industries, the industries like transportations, like communications, power supply, all banking, insurance, teaching, hospitalities, all such industries are those industries which is engaged into the service sector. They are providing an assistance to the primary sectors industries as well as the secondary sector industries. They are acting as a bridge between the primary and the secondary sectors. I hope it is being clear. So these tertiary sectors are also known as service sector due to this various reasons. So how many workforce are being engaged in these 3 activity sectors? When we are coming to the primary sector, so we have got this data that largest population of India are being engaged in this primary sector activities. Primary sector, agriculture and the allied services we can say it as, like mining, fishing, forestry and different horticulture. All such activities comes under the primary sector. So here 43.8% of the people are being engaged into the primary sector. How many? 43% of the people यहाँ पे प्राइमरी सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज के अंदर काम कर रहे हैं इंडिया की टोटल वर्कफोर्स के अंदर. आफ्टर दैट 24.7% of the people are engaged into the secondary sector activities. In the the activities which are being processing the raw material into the finished goods. They are the industrial base industry or the capital base of our GDP. So only 24.7% people or workforce of India is into this secondary sector. Now when we are going to the service sector, see, during from the independence till now, India has seen a drastic change into the secondary sector. Now the secondary sector is developing at a very high speed. So the secondary sector industries, the people those who are engaged or the workforce which are engaged in these secondary sector industries are 31.5%. So these are the distribution of the workforce of India according to the sectoral distribution, that how many percentage of the people are into the primary sector, how many percentage of the people are into the secondary sector and tertiary sector. So this sectoral distribution is also very important. Now it is also one major thing we should understand, that into the rural areas and into the urban areas, both the sectors are there. Primary sectors are also there, secondary is also there and tertiary sector is also there. Some other activities like dairies and all, primary sector activities are also going on into the urban areas. So we will be seeing now that how much percentage of the workforce is doing the work into the primary, secondary or tertiary sector distribution according to the rural as well as into the urban areas. See, into the urban areas, as we know that the primary sector industries are very less, very minimal. So obviously the percentage of the workforce which is being engaged in this primary sector will be very less. So into the urban area, the percentage of the people those who are engaged into the primary sector are 7.8%. Only 7.8% of the people are working into the primary sector industries in the urban areas. Now when we are going to the secondary sector, into the urban areas, the number of workforce which has been engaged here is 28.9%. 28.9% people are engaged here. After that, 63.3% of the people are engaged into the tertiary or the service sector. The largest population of the urban areas are mainly dependent on this tertiary sector for their livelihood. I hope it has been very clear to you. Now on the opposite to it, when we go to the rural areas, so how much is the percentage of the people, those who are working, or the workforce which is working in these sectors in urban area, in the rural areas, sorry. So in the rural areas, in the primary sector, 58.5% are being engaged. As we know that the rural areas are totally depend upon their primary sector activities. So the percentage of the people, those who are engaged here in the primary sector is 58.5%. Now when we are going to the secondary sector, 19.5% of the people are engaged into the secondary sector here, and very less people here into the rural areas are dependent upon the tertiary or the service sector for their livelihood. So this was a 2% of the population which has been engaged in the different work in India. I hope it has been clear. Now now we will be talking about the male and female also, that how much the percentage of the male are working in which sector and how much percent of the female is working in which sector. When we are talking about the male workforce, if we are talking to in the male workforce, 45% of the people are engaged into the primary sector. Okay, now 19.1% are into the secondary sector and 25.3% are into the tertiary or the secondary sector. After that, there is a percentage given 10%, 10.6%. This workforce comes under no sector. That means they are doing some other work, like housemaids are there, or some babysitting sitters are there, some other casual jobs they are doing in this area. Now when we are talking about the female workforce, so in the female workforce, 57.3% of the females are under the primary sector activities. Okay, 14.9% of the females, what they are doing, they are into the industrial or the manufacturing sector, or we can also tell it as the secondary sector, and 18.9% are into the tertiary sector. Okay, now when we are going to the other means the housemaids or some other casual jobs which we are talking, so the only 9.6% females are engaged in other jobs which is being done into this. So today we have talk about the percentage of the people, those who are engaged in different sectors. So now it is very important for us to understand this concept very clearly, because these percentage could be asked by the board. In the next video, we will be talking about the jobless growth. What is jobless growth? What is the casualization of or informalization of the workforce? All these topics we are going to talk about in tomorrow's video. I hope you will be understanding this. Thank you.